You just got scanned for 2K24. What was that process like?
Well, I'm glad to be a part of this, and yeah. So that was that's funny, but that's really precise. Like it's impressive. Do they scan every player or?
Only the creme de la creme. Yeah. Now, are your friends going to be super excited that you're in the game, or are they going to clown you, like some of your moves and stuff in the game?
Probably both. It all depends on the overall, honestly.
Which part of your game do you want to see most portrayed in NBA 2K?
Mostly just shooting and the hustle plays, rebounding, just cheering my teammates on in the game.
Just to see me be able to dunk on the game, just see my vertical on the game and see how high I can jump on it.
If there's one badge that your player needs to have in the game, what is it?
Catch and shoot. Yeah, at first, because at the beginning, when your grade is low, if you're making your shots and catch and shoot, that's easy. Yeah, you can do your style. So, yeah, catch and shoot.
I would say posterizer. I want to get those animations where I'm dunking on somebody.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, GA. Thank you. Here are the five for the Raptors. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, we've got Johnson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Will be the Raptors off the tip. Now Van Vliet really struggled in the loss against Cleveland. Here's Barnes. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Claxton. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Pirtle. Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Barnes. They get the rebound. Good D by Johnson. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against New Orleans. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. To the inside, Finney-Smith. Toronto grabs the miss. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Siakam. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. He can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Here's Van Vliet. After the basket by Brooklyn, Pirtle finds Van Vliet, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. Fires from deep. He's off on that one. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Now here's Trent. His last outing with 20 points. 6 on the shot clock. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots, and for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 1. Drills it from outside. Van Vliet's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Bridges misses. Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Fires the 3. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Back to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Bridges for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And then for Toronto. Achua comes in for Pirtle, and Anunoby subbed in for Trent. Here's Anunoby. He drains the quick shot.
This is where OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Anunoby kicks to Achiuwa.
2 minutes to play. First quarter.
That one doesn't go. The Nets go the other way with it. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 5. Offensive rebound, Siakam. Tries yet again. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Nets trail by 3. No one near Curry as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nobody near Barnes. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Here's Van Vliet. Achiuwa, the pass to Van Vliet. It's sent back down by Simmons. Dishes to O'Neal. Back to Simmons. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Raptors. Young comes in for Achiuwa. And Chris Boucher's subbed in for Pascal Siakam. Anunoby against Harris. Van Vliet outside. And there's the pass to Boucher. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Barnes for 3. A rebound by the Nets.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
O'Neal from long range. Here's Simmons with the second effort, and they take the lead. Simmons got his second basket of the game.
This is a real specialty of Ben Simmons, the ability to go after it on the glass.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Your Nets, you
and we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So on the floor for Toronto to start the second quarter. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. There's Boucher out there with Young. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how defendable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
Toronto with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Young inside. Covered by Johnson. Good work defensively by Johnson. Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie, and it's good for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
His first personal.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Pass to Achua. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his third foul of the game.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there, probably until the third quarter.
Achua kicks to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's quickness and size working in Finney-Smith's favor on the defensive end, making it very tough for the shooter to get any kind of look around him.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Anunoby after the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Achua. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson, the pass to Finney-Smith. Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The 3, Bridges. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Trent with the wide open look. Offensive rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Claxton. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Van Vliet wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Van Vliet's got 8.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
Lets the 3 fly. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
They get a hand on it. Pirtle with the steal. Achua kicks to Van Vliet. 3-pointer. A dunk by Achua.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And a new group in for the Nets. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Johnson. Thomas checked in for Bridges. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Scotty Barnes comes in for Gary Trent. Here's Van Vliet after Ben Simmons' bucket.
Brooklyn foul. Cameron Thomas. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. The dunk by Achua.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read. What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Doris, when it comes to three-point shooting, Seth Curry has been a model of consistency.
Kevin, that's almost an understatement because he has not shot below 40% from three since a two-game stint in the 2014-15 season. Think about it. This is how good it's been. 40% is actually low for Seth Curry. His career percentage is one of the highest of all time.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just one in the basket from Harris.
This is the real value of Joe Harris. This guy is so dangerous from deep. He's going to make you pay.
Siakam looking around. And Siakam throws it down.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you, you love to see Ben Simmons determined to score. Draws the whistle, gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and the strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent. Well, you love to see Finney Smith look to score it inside. He's got length and athleticism.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much. Absolutely. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Van Vliet after Ben Simmons' bucket. Here's Barnes. Ben Simmons with the rebound. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. The pass to Finney Smith. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Some solid defense from Harris. Simmons inside the line. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, a missile.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know what?
It's a dandy.
My third-grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
They put a big effort in the rebounding battle, working around every miss. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain this approach, it'll give them the edge in other areas of the game.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, their bench production has been a major factor. Guys have been ready to go when their number is called. And it makes the second half go a lot easier on your main guys when you can spread the minutes around in the first half.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
We've got Ben Simmons, also Johnson out there. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Barnes outside. For 3, Van Vliet. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got 13.
Well, Fred VanVleet says, I am coming right back at you with with a three-pointer of my own.
Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Bridges. And the Nets, another three.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes finds Trent. Clock at 6.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad's.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
The Nets making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold. They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Siakam's shot is off.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Pass to Claxton. Over Pirtle. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, the defense was draped all over him, but he went to the fadeaway and drilled it.
And the Raptors call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
The Raptors making a switch here. Young's checked in.
Come together and make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
And the Raptors with the ball. 4-point game. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Young inside. And it's denied. And here is Bridges. He has 5. Shoots the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 4. Trent outside. The offensive rebound. Misses from close range.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Passes to Claxton. Back to O'Neal. And stolen by Siakam. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Thomas is checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Achua, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. The putback. Here's Young. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Young. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Trent. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. Anunoby kicks to Boucher. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn.
Joe Harris.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. There's the pass to Achua. A dunk by Achua.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 6.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
Dinwiddie. There's Thomas at the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Some changes for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for O'Neal. And Curry subbed in for Thomas. 1:52 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. for the lead. A shot off that time, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Claxton the pass to Curry, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Seth Curry has never been one who's afraid of contact, does such an exceptional job drawing the defender into his trap.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Raptors also with a sub. Siakam is checked in for Achua. And the Raptors call time here.
It's time to make some noise. Put your hands in the air. Let me see ya. Now, for your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone. Let's hear it for the Brooklyn Nets.
1:24 left in the third quarter. They get it again. Barnes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Toronto.
They're looking to attack and transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Toronto with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Anunoby. Here's Siakam. Anunoby kicks to Siakam. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Well, all you have to do when a teammate has the basketball is beat a target, and Pascal steps into it and lets it go. Nicely done.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's got 7, hits it from three-point range. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Anunoby, and it's blocked. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside for Curry. Launches it, and it's good. Assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. A clear look for Van Vliet, and that one's on target from the wing. Van Vliet's got 15 points.
Yeah, this guy is cooking right now. Fred VanVleet has found his rhythm, and the defense better step up here.
Claxton, no good. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
It's the final quarter.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
Let's go!
Toronto trailing. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. OG Anunoby is out there with Young. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Anunoby. And stolen by Simmons. Nets passing it around. Young with the steal. Van Vliet against Bridges. For the 3. They grab their own miss. Pirtle. And the shot goes down. Pirtle's got his first basket of the night.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
They had a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Van Vliet passes to Trent. Here's Anunoby. Back to Trent. Pirtle with the ball. A rebound by the Nets. Simmons got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Finney-Smith passes to Simmons. That one goes in. Simmons got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Toronto calls timeout. Johnson, he's checked in for Seth Curry. The Raptors also with a sub. Siakam's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Thomas. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. Johnson finds Thomas. The tray. Finney-Smith can't get it to go.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Passes it to Pirtle. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
Bridges passes to Finney-Smith, and the basket is good.
Hey, how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Anunoby. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Cameron Thomas, second personal foul, first team foul.
Brooklyn on defense. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Back to Van Vliet. Shoots. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Thomas's shot is off.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Siakam. Over Simmons. Goes up again, and Pirtle lays it up and in.
Timeout. How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch, and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Now heading onto the floor.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Fred VanVleet.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 5. To the paint, here's Bridges. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Toronto has possession. Van Vliet looking around. Siakam finds Van Vliet. No good from outside.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Fourth quarter.
On the wing, Johnson fires the 3. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's Trent on the wing. Baseline try. The rebound by the Nets. Simmons inside. Hurdles there. And Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Boy, it's nice to see Ben Simmons catch a little rhythm offensively right here.
Siakam with it. Bridges covering. 1:14 left in the game. Simmons, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Siakam, right side. And again, Toronto no up. And here are the Nets. They're on a 15-4 run right now.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Good chance here for Barnes. Ben Simmons with the rebound. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Kicks it out to Johnson. From deep. Rebound by the Raptors.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.